Hello YouTubers, welcome back to another video. Don't forget to hit the like button and click on the subscribe. So in this video, the plan is just to adjust the camber of the front wheels, only by half a degree to a degree by adjusting the top mounts. It's something I've not done, but whilst I've got it up in the air, I want to investigate a little bit of a knock on this corner. Could be possibly this corner. Yeah, it's mainly for aesthetics, but the plan is obviously to gauge the clearance for the wheels and the arches, because I really want to wind down the shock soon. I had an alignment done, as you may have seen in a previous video, and the reason for this was to get all the wheels square, which they are. I'm now going to mess them all up again, but it's an easy adjustment to put right. I will probably get the alignment centre to do the negative rear camber, because that's adjustable on this car, but I may have a look at it, but not in this video because it's freezing cold. I've got a few bulbs to change and a few little bits to do, so sit with me whilst I go through and do it all. Right, so one of the things I'm going to do is obviously jack the car up, but I will do it in the central position just to take a little bit of load off the wheels. Those that would have seen before know that I've got BC Racing coil-overs, so I've never adjusted them. The centre point there has always been centre. I'm under the impression that each one of these indications is half a degree, so I think the maximum travel will be 1, 2, 3, so it'll allow me to go to -3 negative camber. That's not the idea. I think I'm just going to move it 2 increments, which would be 1 degree negative camber, which isn't too much of a difference, but I just want to see what it looks like. Because obviously I may end up having to have the wheel go really severe so this goes underneath, but at the moment I've still got the splash guard on that sits about that far proud. Yeah, you won't be able to see it. Let's get the car up on the jack, but whilst it's also up, I'm just going to make sure I've got no knock. So when the wheel comes up, occasionally I get like a little tapping sound. I've looked for it on a previous video, never found it, but some people have said check the top mount. These bolts are all really tight. I've tried to do that one, but I'll try it unloaded and see what happens. Anyway, let's get the jack underneath, get going. The wind's picking up and the temperature's dropping. Snow mostly everywhere in the UK, apart from on my driveway. Yay! I've only jacked the car up a little bit, just so the wheels clear the ground. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to replicate the noise, but I will try lifting the wheel with my right arm. No, I can't see any. I think I'll have to take the wheel off, which I'm not going to do, but I'll give these a quick wipe over and loosen these mounting bolts off and then slide the plate over. So here we go. I've loosened off the, wait for it to focus, I've loosened off the bolts, and if I take the wheel I can actually move it in. If you notice, there's an additional hole there, so I can actually move that outer bolt in and move the top of the strut mount in, so the further it goes that way I run more negative camber, and if I pulled it that way the top of the wheel sticks out with more positive camber. So I basically want that little circle there to move 2 notches from the centre. So let's try and do it with the camera. So that's standard, that should be dead top. That's 1 mark. No, that's 1.5. So that roughly there is 1 degree extra negative camber that will put the car around 1.5 to 2 maximum. Anyway, let's pinch those down, make sure it's dead right, move over to the other side, move over to that side, and then do my bulbs and a few other little bits. Well, back from my test drive, and I must admit, if it's only 1 degree, it has totally transformed the front end on this car. It's gone from being quite pointy, which I like, but I also suffered a lot from camber pull. If there was an uneven surface in the road, the car would really pull quite hard. Now it's kind of much more neutral, and I know it's probably only psychological, but it actually feels like the front wheels are like this. And when you go into the corner and the car settles, when you go to lean, it just feels better. So tiny transformation, but a whole lot better. But obviously a long way to go, because once I can sort out the inner arches, I'm going to take the car down hopefully another 3 centimeters, maybe more. I really want to go for that tuck look that they used to run in the 90s with the good old touring cars. Anyway, let's go and change a few other things. I've got a reverse light bulb to do and a number plate screw to do. How exciting. Well, those of you that remember, I have to take the inner boot lining off out to get to the bulb holder. So needs a vacuum. Let's open the boot. Turn the ignition on. Yeah, if you remember, I've got to unclip all of these to get inside here to change the bulb. So I won't film myself doing that. I will just do it, and then you can come back when I'm swapping the bulb. So, as I've said before, these little retaining clips, invest in one of these or some of these. They're like 2 or 3 quid for a set, but they are just amazing, because you literally put them behind the screw like so, and then when you undo the centre screw, they just clip out. You don't end up breaking any, or very little. Right, the top bulb, which is up there, is my reverse light. Let's see if I've got the clearance. Not security wise. Yeah. That's the plastic back cover, I get it. But yeah, if I hold it over the car, it's about the 3rd reverse light bulb I've had. It's either the fact that the earth is dodgy, but To be honest, I don't think it is, because it looks near mint in here. One thing I will do is take out my homemade Simpson sock water absorber. Is that the right word? No. One thing I do, this is what I put in there to absorb moisture in the boot, but I don't know if it actually works, so it's coming out. Right, let's go and get the spare bulb and put that in. Here we go. New bulb is in. I've yet to clip it into the retainer. I always check them before I put them back in. Makes perfect sense. The plate has gone back on the bulb holder, so all I've got to do with my contortion-like fingers is wiggle it, put it back in, and put the clips in. And then it should be ready to move on to the next job. Well, they're all screwed back in, all nice and neat. All done. Like I say, it'd be a shame to lose all of this, but the other thing I was going to do was change out that yellow one for a yellower one. So again, I won't film it, or maybe I will. Yeah, let's do it. Let's listen to some music. Pas de soleil, 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 pas de soleil. There we go. Still got a lovely dent if somebody wants to reach out to me and fix it. And I'm still after a rear bumper. If somebody has one, quite happily send you some money, and then I can get it sprayed up and fitted. Yeah, a couple of little jobs, like I say. Camber done, or changed to make better. Reverse light bulb done, and another plate screw done. Hardly exciting stuff, but it's all part of the process, part of the plan. I can actually see from here, ever so fractionally, I can see the negative on the front, which is good. But it's more about transforming how it drives. Anyway, it's freezing cold, so I'm going to go and eat something, have a hot cup of tea. Yeah, so thanks for watching as always, and as I say, if you want to see more content, click on that subscribe button, click on the like or dislike, I don't mind, but yeah, I'll see you in the next episode of the Carina Journey.